We hebben de crime scene bezocht en we gaan nu op zoek naar suspects om ze te ondervragen. Zoals deze man.
That's a little rude.
Hij is een cameraman.
Did I say that bit out loud?
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe I can hear your thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
Would you be able to question my answers before I tell you?
I could try.
I'm Bobby Burl, professional cameraman.
Right.
Pleased to meet you.
Professionele
I'm
cameraman.
here to investigate last night's murder. Obviously.
Grimoire. Strange. Is that your first name?
Ik zou de eerste doen.
Oké.
It's actually my 23rd name, but it's the one I like the best.
What should I talk about?
Hey.
Present a clue, your job, last night. En laten we daar
Er
weer
zijn
beginnen.
er twee die vrij kan spelen.
Ja.
So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp and I was
Vincent.
happy to help.
Vincent van der Peer. You mean
Vincent
that
van der
man
Peer.
standing on that rock over there?
That's right. And I've
Vincent
worked with
van
him
der
for many
Peer.
years.
Is he your boss?
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week
Aha.
ago.
Hij is
Oh,
nu ook
really?
een suspect.
But why did you want to come here in the first place?
If you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him.
Dat denk ik
I'm
ook
just
wel,
the
ja.
guy who carries around the camera.
You always carry that camera with you?
Most of the time.
Kijk, belangrijk.
You were here yesterday, I presume? Last night?
Yes, I was.
Here, in this clearing?
No, I was over at the cafe getting something to eat. Richard Remington was there too.
Remington? You saw him last night? Just before the murder?
That's right. I
Richard
saw him.
Remington was de vader van
Cafe
Flora, toch?
looking rather ill. I
Ja.
offered to help, but he
Hij
just
zag er
wanted to
ziek
go back to
uit.
his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He was ill yesterday?
Perhaps it was something he ate.
Oké, present a clue. Die flippers, kunnen we naar vragen?
What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder?
Hij zegt niks, oké.
That's great.
Oké.
I'm sorry I have not seen that before.
Gewoon alles vragen, hè, doen we altijd.
Ja, precies. Ja. Dit werkt
3
zo.
vraagtekens. Nee. Oh, kut. We konden ook nog present a profile. Dan kunnen we vragen naar mensen. Wat is geel slotje en rood slotje?
A
Ja, dat weet
prolific
ik niet.
cameraman with exceptional skills at carrying heavy equipment.
Ja.
You should ask someone else.
Hij weet niks van het monster, zegt hij.
Try showing it to somebody different.
Oké, nou, dus hebben we hem uit ondervraagd.
Uit.
Nou, Vincent van der
Do
Peer.
you have a message for me?
Ja. Goeie baard.
No?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Then why are you here? I'm incredibly busy.
You don't look it. Who are you anyway?
What a question. You're serious? I am Vincent van der Peer.
The famous movie director?
The artist, the visionary, the auteur. I'm a man of many talents.
Oké. Nou, de tweede zei jij net al, hè? Ja.
Ja.
That is a very talented beard you've got, at least.
You're in my light. Could you take a few steps back, please?
But then I'd be too far away to talk to you.
I know.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming?
Nee, we hebben net geleerd dat die dude vorige week pas recently permission had gekregen. Vincent van der Peer. Recently got permission from Remington to film here in the swamp.
Ja, lekker.
Toch?
Ja.
Vincent van der Peer only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Van der Peer has been
Challenge
breaking
unlocked.
rules. Or maybe he'll have an excuse.
Find the truth. Oké.
Oké. Nou, we gaan eerst even alles langs weer.
What's a famous guy like you doing?
En we hebben dus bij elke character ook zo'n challenge waarschijnlijk.
Quite. I'm sure
Yeah.
you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this director works.
But what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering.
This
Okay.
area, the history, the atmosphere, it's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy. About the swamp creature?
Of course, he's a fascinating
Kijk eens aan.
individual, isn't
Maar
he?
dan weet hij ook
So
dingen waarschijnlijk.
mysterious.
No idea. I haven't met him
Mogelijk.
yet. Is that your cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right. Bobby Burl, my faithful right-hand man. Well, faithful enough, you know.
No, I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. But he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Like
Muddled.
You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy. He looks a bit scary.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. He just has a little hobby that sometimes
Hij heeft een hobby.
distracts him
Oh.
from his work. But I wouldn't want anyone else shooting for me.
Oké.
Were you
Okay.
working yesterday? Here in the swamp, I mean?
Indeed I was working, very hard indeed, well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest, but yesterday I was getting even more involved than usual, yes. Difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman.
Ja, die zat in het
He had
café.
hidden himself
Yeah.
quite completely from view.
Misschien is zijn hobby
Bobby
bier
Burl,
drinken.
right?
Ja.
Did you need him to film for you?
Always.
Hey.
But being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility myself. I was filming in this exact area, in fact.
You were
Hij heeft gefilmd.
last night.
Dan staat er misschien iets op de camera.
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now, don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? What is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming the water. It's a fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to the point where I...
So, you didn't see anything useful? Got excited there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective, but there are some odd sounds on the audio channel.
Ah, odd
Wild
sounds.
animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
Is there something I should ask the cameraman?
Ja, wat er op de camera staat, dat moeten we weten.
Ja, ja. Vincent van
Into the
Gogh.
swamp was nowhere to be found. Ja, dat wisten we al. Ja. Dit weten we,
Ja. Ja.
toch?
Vincent Van de Peer told me that Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night. Simple
Gaan
enough.
we hem vragen.
Challenge
Waar was
unlocked.
What was Burl doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
Maar dat wisten we toch al. Oké.
Ja, we weten wat hij zei, maar
Ja,
we
dat is
weten nu wat hij eigenlijk
I don't
had
know if
moeten
it's any
filmen.
use to you at all. I'll film again tonight and try to get a version without all those bizarre noises in the background.
Bizarre noises.
You won't be getting very far discussing that with me. Try someone less important.
Oké. Nou, die file, daar gaan mensen toch niks over zeggen. Nou. Hier is challenge unlocked. Ja.
Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Not me.
Isn't he your prime suspect?
Well, officially, yeah, but I mean,
What an amazing creature. No one has seen him for 60 years and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible.
Dat is wel ongelooflijk, hè.
Ja.
Now there's a man who could handle himself.
I'm not so sure.
Well, apart from yesterday. That was just
Yeah.
a one-off, wasn't it?
For him, I think so, yes.
He's been working with me for a number of years. A real expert, of course.
Ja, dat zei die cameraman ook al, hè. Ze zal al heel lang samengewerkt hadden.
The world's premier director. The king of wit and whimsy. You met him?
Okay.
You're a lucky man.
Nou, challenge.
Ja.
I heard this isn't the first time you've tried to film here.
Where? In the swamp? What are you talking about?
Tweede.
Ja.
Remington has denied you the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that. Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine. Every situation simply requires the right approach before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm sure.
Why why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his mind?
It wasn't even up to him. This area is protected, you know. There are certain
Protected?
rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That doesn't explain why he changed his tune. It's a little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way. I wonder how that happened.
Ah,
Time to use my notebook. Just drag an item onto the paper to draw the idea.
oké.
Cool.
I'm famous, I'm the boss. Hij geeft geld.
Ja,
Toch? Of niet?
dat lijkt me.
Right. That's
Goed
the one.
idee, hè?
Ja.
I think you bribed Remington to get the filming rights.
Well,
Yeah.
bribe is a strong word. It was just a
Het
little
hoeft niet altijd moeilijk te zijn, hè?
between friends. Nothing worth getting upset about. I simply promised him a cut of my next movie's profits. It made sense, since he owned the area anyway. Just a favor for a favor.
So you would have owed him money.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy. And not for a long time either.
Challenge complete. Maar dan zijn we met hem klaar nu, toch?
Ja.
Ja. Toen hebben we ook geen nieuwe clues gekregen. Clues. Ja. Die filmfootage hebben we.
Ah, we kunnen het afspelen.
Dus dat gordijn.
Er staat listen to them in order.
Waar staat dat?
Anders. Dus het is... Daardoor kun je denk ik de plek...
Oh ja. Maar we horen dus creaking op die pier. Oh, hij schrikt. Dat gordijn wordt opengeklapt, of dat raam.
Dat raam. Dus... Iets.
Hij krijgt op zijn bek.
Dat heeft pijn.
Dan wordt het gordijn kapot
Ja,
gescheurd.
ja. Dan valt hij.
Ja,
En wat dat dan de rest van weet ik ook niet.
dat weet ik ook niet.
Is het hetzelfde als die andere klein?
Nee.
Nee.
Maar, dit is wel weer een clue die wij
Ja.
aan de cameraman kunnen vragen mogelijk.
Ja.
Filmfootage.
Vincent's work, I see. I'm glad he knows how to use the camera at least.
What do you think all those noises are?
Well, judging by the time this was recorded, I'd be able to make a pretty good guess.
Ja.
Hij zegt niks, maar we kunnen wel de challenge doen.
Lekker.
I heard from Mr. Vanderpure over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
Yeah,
You
you
did.
did. But your director needed you for some filming, and he couldn't find you. What were you doing that was so important?
Well, let's see. After I ate, I had to walk around the swamp. I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
Where was your camera? Don't you carry it around with you all the time?
No, not all the time.
Ja, de eerste.
Ja.
Ja.
You left it with Vanderpure, and he used it instead that night.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late night stroll. This place is beautiful in the evenings.
Nou,
You just
Nou, er worden mensen vermoord hier in de
you didn't
haal.
do anything? Didn't see anyone?
Well, I can't say that. I have various ways to pass the time, you know.
De derde.
ja.
Vanderpure said you had a hobby on the side.
Is that what he said? Well, yes, he's right. I brought
No.
2 cameras with me when I came here. I
Ah,
left my video camera, yes.
Ah.
But I have another one. It's much smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the kind I mean?
A really old one?
Yes, I suppose so. I've always enjoyed traditional photography, and this place is a wonderful
Okay.
opportunity to take some pictures of a natural environment.
So, you were having some time off to take black and white photographs? For fun?
Only
maar
one.
foto's van wat?
You have to be disciplined
Yeah.
when you're not using a digital camera.
Can I see it?
Of course. I took it near the woods at the back of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect. Here we are. Feel free to take a look.
Gaan we doen.
Wait, what? This is a photo?
I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last
Wij gaan de
night.
foto ontwikkelen in onze hand.
Just push the
denk ik
developing
wel.
fluid over the photo to reveal the image.
Hey,
Hé, daar is die. Het is Boggy. Onze Murloc.
What? Is that Boggy? The swamp creature just standing in the water?
It could be. Personally, I'm not convinced, but I'll let you decide for yourself.
not convinced, hoezo? En we moeten hier dus nog 2 dingen over leren, inderdaad.
Ja.
Nou, oké, ik ben benieuwd. Kunnen we hem nog vragen naar die foto?
Ja.
He's a talented man, that Burl. Sometimes I wonder if he'd be better off pursuing his photography full-time, you know.
Oké,
Oké.
niks nieuws. Verder lopen
Ja.
of checkpoint maken?
Ja, dat is aan jou.
Ja, we maken hier een apart stukje dan van dat we de movie crew hebben ontdekt. Volgende video gaan we de volgende suspect zoeken.
Ja.
Joejoe.
Doei, joe.